Designer labels, streetwear giants, luxury empires. You won't believe what these clothing brands were actually doing before they became fashion icons. One started selling swords, one sold hunting gear for presidents, one was a Japanese shoe importer. Here are the 10 most shocking true origin stories of clothing brands you probably have in your closet right now. Let's dive in. Nike. Started as a guy selling Japanese shoes from his car. 1964. University of Oregon runner. Phil Knight and his coach Bill Bowerman are frustrated with expensive German running shoes. Phil flies to Japan, signs a deal with Onitsuka Tiger, and starts selling the shoes out of the trunk of his green Plymouth Valiant at track meets. Company name, Blue Ribbon Sports. In 1971, they split with Tiger, create their own shoe, and rename the company Nike, after the Greek goddess of victory. The swoosh logo? Paid a graphic design student just $30. Tiffany Co. Began as a fancy goods and sword store. 1837, Charles Tiffany opens a stationery and fancy goods store in New York. During the Civil War, they literally sold swords, military supplies, and even surgical tools to the Union Army. Only later did they pivot to jewelry. Fun fact, the famous blue box color was chosen because turquoise was rare and expensive in the 1800s. Abercrombie Fitch. Started as Teddy Roosevelt's hunting gear shop. 1892. David Abercrombie opens an elite outdoor gear store in Manhattan. Customers include Theodore Roosevelt, Ernest Hemingway, and Charles Lindbergh. Sold rifles, fishing rods, tents, basically safari stuff for rich adventurers. Went bankrupt in 1977, then got bought and turned into the teen perfume factory we know today. The North Face. Named after the hardest side of a mountain. 1966, two hiking enthusiasts open a small ski shop in San Francisco. They name it the North Face because in the Northern Hemisphere, the north face of a mountain is the coldest and most difficult to climb. First products? Sleeping bags and backpacks. Never actually sold jackets until years later. Patagonia. Began selling climbing pitons from a blacksmith shed. Yvon Chouinard was a rock climber who hated the soft iron pitons that damaged rocks. He taught himself blacksmithing, made reusable steel pitons in his parents' backyard, and sold them from the trunk of his car for $1.50 each. Company name in 1973, Patagonia, after the wild region in South America. He still hates fast fashion. Gucci started with leather luggage for rich travelers. 1921. Gucci works as a luggage porter at the Savoy Hotel in London. He notices rich guests with beautiful leather bags, goes back to Florence, and opens a tiny shop selling leather luggage and saddlery. The famous double G logo? Inspired by horse harnesses. Under Armour. A 23-year-old selling shirts from his grandma's basement. 1996, University of Maryland football player Kevin Plank hates sweaty cotton t-shirts. He creates a moisture-wicking shirt, names the company Under Armour, and sells the first batch from his grandmother's basement using credit cards. First big client, Georgia Tech football team. Lululemon started as a yoga studio that sold clothes on the side. 1998, Chip Wilson opens a yoga studio in Vancouver. He notices no good yoga clothes exist, starts selling his own designs after class. The store made more money from clothes than yoga classes, so he closed the studio and went full clothing. Supreme. A skate shop for NYC punks. 1994. James Jebbia opens a tiny skate shop on Lafayette Street, New York. Originally just sold skate decks and a few t-shirts. The red box logo was designed in one afternoon. Today, a single t-shirt resells for thousands. Ralph Lauren. Began selling extra-wide neckties. 1967. Ralph Lauren is a tie salesman who thinks all ties are too narrow. He starts making 5-inch wide colorful ties under the brand Polo because it sounded rich and British. Bloomingdale's agrees to sell them only if he removes his name from the label. He refuses. They finally give him his own section. The Polo player logo came later. From car trunks to blacksmith sheds, from swords to climbing spikes, every clothing brand you love started somewhere completely insane. Which one shocked you the most? Comment below. Hit that like button subscribe, and turn on notifications. Next up, toy brands with seriously dark origins. See you there.